Hey everyone! If you're enjoying the coverage of the Pro Play Tour Online series, just remember, you can play in one yourself. Every Thursday you can enter our free weekly 64-player tournament with invites to the entire Top Cut. Every Saturday is our weekend championship, where you can enter a YCS-type event with 100% payout and even a cash payout option. The more players, the bigger the prizes. Can't commit time to play in our one-day events? We also host multiple 8-man pods daily, ready to fire on demand on your own schedule. All these events award invites to our free invite-only Players Championship, May 9th through 10th, with prizes supplied by our sponsors. For more information, visit ppgeventmanagement.com and come play with the pros.
Welcome to round number 5 of the weekend championship. We got one more round, Top Cut, happening tomorrow. Same time, same place. That's going to be happening at 12 p.m. Eastern. We're going to have the top 8 players battle it out. First place will be getting a one-round bye to our Players Championship. That event is free, but it is invite only. All prizes supplied by our sponsors, so no reason not to play. You just got to get that highly coveted invite, and you can get that at any one of our events. We have 8-mans, free weeklies, and weekend championships going on every single week. We run upwards of 10 different tournaments every single week because those 8-mans do fire on demand, and we keep them rolling. So make sure you guys check it out in the Discord. For now, we got... Looks like, what is this?
It looks like it looks like Eldlitch again.
Yeah.
But he started off with the awesome Jet Synchron combo that we saw earlier in the day, being able to end on a board of Borreload Savage Dragon and Herald of Arclight.
This combo I've seen. This is the first time I've seen it today in this tournament, but it's pretty spicy. We've seen it before.
Oh, he accidentally revealed a Called by the Grave, so that's unfortunate. So his opponent at least knows that he's got 3 forms of interruption on this turn, and it looks like he's going to be able to get out his Golden Lord by setting the Scarlet, which he does. So this is going to be really hard for Red Dragon to be able to jump in. Playing into 4 back row and 2 Omni Negates.
This is looking pretty. Ooh, I was gonna say a Dark Ruler plus
that's pretty good.
Might be good.
It's pretty good, that's for sure.
I mean, he does still have to fear those 4 set cards, and that's
that's true.
Definitely problematic.
Gotta even remain decking it, but
so it looks like we are seeing Adamancipator and Eldlitch going head-to-head, the 2 tyrants of the format, right here on stream.
These decks are insane, seriously.
Apparently Justin Singh is the one that showed this combo off on his YouTube.
Yeah, because we didn't see this until recently, so that's been having
quite
an impact.
Yeah, I didn't see it until today.
That was my first time seeing it as well today. Really insane.
It's so crazy. Justin Singh out here with innovation.
That is definitely a scary thing to have to think about dealing with.
Yeah, for sure.
It's crazy though, the format in this YuGiOh and the state that it is now, everybody has so much time to go to the lab and create some new concoctions. Game is changing so fast daily.
It's crazy.
Afraid of, yeah, it's very scary.
But it is a really cool time to be a YuGiOh player, because we just get some really cool stuff going on. With all this innovation, the game is so much different than it has been. As you were saying, people just, getting into the lab, coming up with some new crazy things. It just makes the game a lot more fun, in my opinion, but also terrifying. So we do see the Rap type bringing out the Researcher. We might end up seeing some more crazy things go on. So we are going to see Conquistador chained with a Scarlet Sanguine. So not only is he getting a Golden Lord, he's going to get a pop.
And have a token on board too. And it looks like, without another extender in hand, he's really not doing too much here.
He's really not.
Be rough. Through this field is really.
Oh, never
Well,
mind.
I mean, that'll do it.
Thinking about extenders.
Yeah, no kidding.
Ooh, looks like he's gonna go ahead and call by the target here.
Yep, we knew it was there.
Oh,
But he
another
has the
one!
second one.
Another
Oh,
one.
man. And he has not activated the researcher effect yet, so now he gets to activate the researcher effect. That's crazy.
To stack his deck because he brought back an Emancipator with the spell. Secondary effect of it there, of signs.
So we know he's getting he's guaranteed for it to go off because he got to stack one. But the question is he going to get the researcher or he can't do researcher. He's got to go for the Dragtide or the Doki Doki. I think Doki Doki is probably the route I would go. Being able to extend even further.
He's thinking about it. Okay, yep.
No, so
Right.
indeed was Doki Doki.
I think that was the correct play there, honestly.
In all reality, though, what needs to happen here is
He needs a Rap type bounce really badly.
yeah, he does. He's got to get the Raptite or the Dragtite rather.
Which
to be able
he
to
does have an option to do Gigius plus the.
Plus,
but he does
yeah.
definitely make his other play first with the. Gallant.
mm-hmm. Because I think the play here is to unicorn to get rid of the Golden Lord and then be able to Dragtite to bounce everything back. I think that would be the play that I would want to go here.
Yeah, and I mean, he's still going to have to deal with Golden Lord at some point, but if he can clear out the Herald, the Savage, and then potentially start back in the hand, he has a turn where there's just a Golden Lord on board and there's not really much else threatening him.
Hackle vibe.
It's really interesting that we got Hulky Fibrax at the time that we did because, yes, the card is super good and lets us do some crazy things, but at the same time, it didn't really break the format like it would have if it come out sooner, you know?
I agree there. I think, the transition into Master 05 does make it a little bit less potent, but it's still very powerful. A lot of cards that were could have been used with it got banned along the way too. So
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, we see things like Steam the Cloak and Glow Up Bowl dying for Hulky Fibrax's sins.
suffered. He could live.
So he actually had the Block Dragon in hand. Man, I mean, both players starting off really strong. Makes for a good match. You can tell why these players are doing as well as they are in this tournament.
Sure, and there's the Appaloosa.
So now he's going to go into the Researcher and the Gigantus. And I'm assuming Seeker here? Oh, wait.
Whoa,
Weeping Doll.
That is new. Hold
Banish
on.
a tuner from your graveyard. Special summon this card from your hand. That seems insane.
Yeah, one of my teammates
here-
actually talking about this card and saying it was pretty good if you just want another free extender.
Elise, do not throw shade at somebody who came up with this dope combo.
Actually, probably one of the most talented players I've seen, Justin.
Yeah, oh yeah, for
Justin's
sure.
really
He's got a ginormous brain. His innovation takes me back to like Jeff Jones in his Psychic Grandsoil deck. Like just the innovation there is just insane.
Jeff is insane. His innovation. He actually, I'm Michigan there, so he goes to my locals, and Like, seeing
Yeah.
Jeff come up with some spicy stuff.
Elise, I believe that you will text him. That doesn't mean you still should call him that. Elise is over here just trolling right now.
Elise is aggressive.
This is my Christian Minecraft server. No bully.
And if you're gonna call him and tell him he's a hoe, at least do it on like Discord so you can record it.
Yep, I'm gonna need you to do this on the call so I can get proof that you called him.
So wow, he is still going on that combo. That is really.
This is crazy. Like,
Insane.
And he. Yeah, I mean, he still has access to Dweller too if he wants to shut off that Golden Lord in Graveyard if he's able to clear it. And he does not have the Drag Tide access yet, which is unfortunate to say the least. But I don't know if he gets it soon or not.
Elise, calling is not for weirdos. Saying you'd only text him is kind of weird, champ. I'm not gonna lie. Not very pog of you.
It's like breaking up with someone by text. Don't do it.
Yeah.
Call them and tell them they're a hoe.
If you agree, make sure you guys, those of y'all in Twitch chat, I want to see a wave of weird champs at Elise. That's what I want to see. I want to see a lot of weird champs.
You can also proxy that for a PPG YuGiOh Ash.
There you go.
Also,
Yes.
Quick note. Some people were asking about the why the Herald wasn't doing anything. The Herald's been negated by Dark Ruler. It was the first.
Yeah,
thing
Dark Ruler came down earlier. The turn's been pretty long, so maybe we forgot. But yeah, all those.
Yeah, for sure. Also, if you want to get that PPG Ash emote, drop your Twitch Prime. If you got Twitch Prime, it costs you nothing. It's free. Why not give it to someone who is bringing you weekly tournaments for Yu-Gi-Oh in this time that we're living in?
Yeah,
we don't have a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh going on.
We got 8,000 followers and 71 subscribers. A little bit off. I know we were actually like AFK for like 3 weeks, so or almost like a month, I think, since the Invitational. Let's see, we went Invitational, then no locals, so it's been kind of I guess a dormant period for us. So we apologize, but we're bringing it back. Consistency is key.
So what you can do actually is hold a subscriber tournament. I definitely would push some people to get in there.
Oh,
True.
that does sound like a good idea. Not gonna lie.
Yeah. I mean,
I
how
think
many
I'll hold a
subscribers did you say you
promotion
have
for it
currently?
next week. We have 71 subs, so it's still a pretty
So,
decent
I mean-
sized tournament.
Yeah, that's 64, and I mean, I'm assuming that'll push some people to subscribe once they see that to the
You're not wrong.
Twitch, and then, yeah. I mean,
That's true. We could get some really cool stuff going on for a subscriber tournament, but the only way to do that is if you drop your Twitch Prime.
Oof.
How are you gonna do it
Or
after you're not a
$5.
Or,
subscriber?
I mean, you can spend the $5 and subscribe if you want to, but I figured Twitch Prime would be a little bit better because it's free.
oh yeah, definitely. But I don't think anyone's gonna complain if you spend that $5.
Oh no, for sure. George's like $5. I like $5.
Yeah, you got 1,200 from Papa Trump. What are you gonna do with it?
What are you gonna do? Right?
Exactly. Everybody got their
See those
stimulus
crazy
checks.
buyouts. That's what they're gonna do.
No
That's
kidding.
crazy.
Yeah, did you guys see
That
that?
was the
Moria
craziest
Greed was
buyout we saw.
$30? Moria Greed went up to $30 for a super rare, and it was like a $1 card previously.
Wow. Why? I have like 5 of them. What?
Still looking to earn your invite for the free Players Championship on May 9th and 10th? Visit ppgeventmanagement.com to learn about the different qualifiers available. From one-day events to play-on-your-own schedule events, all events offer a buyback or cash option along with a 100% credit option redeemable towards any future pre-order at competitive prices. Grinding and getting paid to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Has never been easier. Play with the most professional worldwide tournament series today and join the online community. Come join us on Discord for assistance, info, and even discussions about future events.
Yeah, Rock Ruler is definitely looking at taking a big hit.
Yeah, for sure. Apparently, Elise says that it is very hoe of him if he gets Jet Synchron banned.
Alright, he's starting here with the Seeker banishing.
Getting out
Very
Doki Doki, which means he's going even further beyond here. Cue Super Saiyan 3 transformation music. It is interesting that we're seeing things like Petting Scizor in this deck. Something that's not even related, but the fact that it's a level 4 Earth that special summons itself is crazy.
Yeah, I mean, you just need to get to that balance so you can guarantee your block dragon, because that's really what makes this deck so potent, especially going into turn 2 for them. They need, if they can get that block dragon off on their opponent's turn, and then they can get it off on their turn, that's 6 cards, and we've seen it. That is just so much advantage, and you thin your deck out of so many monsters that you really can draw into those power cards like Dark Ruler no more.
Yeah, I think it's interesting too. It's like what I mentioned earlier about people going to the lab. Like, there's a lot of I've seen some crazy Earth monsters come out of this format because of this deck.
My favorite one is the one that my teammate showed me. It is called Tackle Crusader. When it is sent to the graveyard, you have the option to set a monster or bounce one face-up spell or trap back to the hand. And that card is extremely powerful when you just like are able to foolish it. It just allows you to out floodgates. It allows you to just set a problematic monster face down. And if you do get Dark Ruler with that under an Abyss Dweller, you're still able to have an interaction with your opponent, because a Dark Ruler does not stop the cost, it just negates the effect, so it allows you to still detach for Dweller and set their monster.
Yeah, that's very true.
Interesting.
Weird little texts like that are just popping up all over the place.
It's interesting too, because like I mentioned a lot on my channel, most people know me as this weird tech guy that finds some way to make things work that shouldn't. You need cards, guys. Like, there's thousands of cards that already exist in this game. If you just go back, like, before current format, you'll find something that's potent now that wasn't before.
Oh yeah, definitely. We saw that with the tech he had there. The level 2 rock that's special summoned by banishing a tuner. That's a very strange tech, however, it's incredibly good. Sometimes you just need that other level 2 so you can make your herald, and it just does that for pretty much no cost. And you can grab it off a block dragon, and you can grab the other, assuming you haven't resolved either research or see, you can grab one of those, and then you also do next 2 extenders with that. It's just insane.
And that card is probably printed like in 2000 or something, and nobody even thought about it. Well, nah.
Yeah, I think it's from like Raging Battle.
Crazy.
And you see some weird stuff being expensive. I believe, if I'm correct, that I don't know if Gigante's had a recent reprint or not. Was it in the Secret Slayer set? I've opened like 2 packs of that set total.
So, Devin Lawson, I appreciate you calling me trash, but you know, it is what it is. I'm just here to commentate some good Yu-Gi-Oh, man.
Yeah. None of us ever said we're good players.
The joke's on you.
It's really funny that a lot of the people who are in the chat on Twitch actually know who I am and are just like, "Hey, we're gonna make fun of this guy." And I'm like, "It is what it is, I guess."
Oh, chat can be savage sometimes. Here comes down the Union Courier.
And I'm more than likely he's going to try to go for the Block Dragon here. Yep. It's indeed what he goes for. But this late in the turn, I don't know that he has, what all tuners has he activated this turn? Has he activated like
It looks like Researcher and Seeker are already committed. But he's going to get the Gigantes, the little Tiki statue guy, and probably a Researcher or a Seeker for follow-up. His board right now is pretty mediocre, all things considered.
Yeah, for sure.
Definitely. You know, he still has basically now more cards than he started with, so...
It's true.
But you always have to be afraid of your opponent also playing something, getting off like that Jet Synchron combo. If you're only rocking with one interaction, which
this is not that.
That's
strong.
not good. That's not good.
Not strong at all, guys. Ooh.
So I think the correct play there was to bring the Block Dragon back.
Oh, well, I mean, that'll help.
And still, even with that Lancia coming down, not having that Block Dragon access is kind of strange. You would have thought that he would have summoned that out and held the Gigantes in hand, just because that Block Dragon is super relevant in terms of getting him more resources in the following turn.
Yeah. I mean, so he has to play through the Lancia and one interruption, probably either I would assume, or Unicorn. But Lightning Storm comes down.
So he will be able to make an Appaloosa if he does chain Master Arena to it. Oh.
That's true.
Wow, that is honestly kind of surprising. That Appaloosa could have been really useful in this situation.
Yeah, so he just kind of lets everything go here.
I wonder if he's just really believing in his
See
next
the
turn.
curse.
Now, the real question I have is, if he has that Jet Synchron, can that lead to a Boral Sword for an OTK? Fabs Gaming, if he makes the Appaloosa with the Masquerena, Masquerena I don't believe activates to give it protection. It doesn't activate, so the Appaloosa would stick after the Masquerena resolves.
Yeah, it's a lingering effect.
Yep. So it's not something that activates. Yeah. So he would keep the Appaloosa, which would have stopped something like this Magician's Souls from coming down, which is.
But he can't. That's why he couldn't. Oh wait, no, he could Union Carrier. Union Carrier can be used to turn after his material.
Yes,
so
yeah.
Okay, yeah. I don't know why he didn't.
Yeah, we're seeing a couple misplays coming out from Red Dragon here. Not going for that Block Dragon and then not resolving that Masquerena effect does seem really strange. I don't know if he just really believed in that Lancia holding it back, but I mean, his opponent is still going to be up on resources to him now and may possibly have more answers.
Yeah, I genuinely don't know what his thought process was, because now he's going to draw 2.
Those too strong here.
And what we're likely to see, if Thornix actually has all the cards that he needs, he might be able to end this game right here.
It depends. He really needs to be able to put. No, it looks like he's just be setting some cards and passing.
Okay, so Red Dragon will actually be able to have some playback here.
Like the lance was pretty strong indeed. Then.
Mm-hmm.
So what I think is weird is he didn't resolve that Curse Eldlitch, correct? Because he could have used the effect from when it's sent to the graveyard to send the Golden Lord to his graveyard and had that for this turn to try to put some damage in.
He has
you are seeing trap cards activate.
So
he's going to be banishing that Block Dragon from the graveyard, meaning unless he does get one into hand, he currently only has a couple summons. And I believe Gallant was committed, if I remember. Oh no, maybe it was not.
Yeah, no, I don't think Gallant was committed on this. So a Guardian comes down, which means Seeker is now live. But he's going to use Researcher.
I think
interesting about this. Oh, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I think it's safe to assume that that other trap is probably a live card. I mean, they don't really set too many bluffs. And if it is a live card, then it's going to be either the counter trap or the pop, and both of those would be really strong on that Researcher right now.
Mm-hmm. They really would.
Originally.
It's so strong how these rocks, like, these keep coming out. Oh, here comes the
and
pop.
Conquistador.
Did he search
Yikes.
Seeker with the last hand?
Yeah, he did.
So he does have to. He still has a Seeker play. And if he hasn't committed Researcher, there's a chance he just gets another Researcher out.
There is the chance. Does look like he's going to go ahead and get rid of the Magician's Souls.
Again, but
I don't know this is going to be enough. Yeah.
I know it's not looking good at all here. Dragon.
And then he's going to be able to resolve Senguing and most likely the Conquistador and the YuGiOh this turn to, I mean, pretty much just reset all the back row he just activated.
Yeah, I mean, it's not looking good for Red Dragon here. But I do think you were correct in that leaving the Block Dragon up initially was probably the best play.
And he would have still been able to keep the Gigantes in hand and had the same board, but also still had that Appaloosa out, which I'm surprised he didn't make.
Yeah. Because even in a situation where he did let the Lightning Storm resolve, right, he would still be able to resolve the Block Dragon.
Yeah, definitely. It seemed like a very strange play overall. Oh, I know. He attached the Block Dragon with Unitary, so he was not able to summon it.
No, but even still, he got the search, but he could have got the search on his opponent's turn, which I think might have been a little bit more. I don't know, a little bit better maybe. Oh, he's some of the
Pallades.
Pallades. Yikes. That's
Man.
really good against this deck.
Yeah, I mean, he's got to deal with the Pallades plus at least one set card, meaning it's probably going to be the Counter Trap or a Conquistador. And I don't think the deck, unless he draws an Extender, he does not have another way to put a second monster on board. So he bounces
I don't think he plays out of this at all. Yeah.
The normal summon gets bounced back, and he just kind of loses the game.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what it's looking like here.
Does get another monster. He still got the pop here with the Conquistador, so.
And there's a good chance those are.
There's a Dark Ruler, so it makes it a little bit better. But the Conquistador still will be able to.
Unless he has another extender past that.
Yeah.
Because as soon as he normal summons or gets a one, he's gonna pop it.
Yeah.
Like.
So there is the extender.
But it does give his opponent a summon.
It does indeed.
The only one he has is going to be the Magician's Soul, so I don't think that's too big of a deal. It's just another body on the board, which wasn't really an issue currently.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was level 4 lower.
Level 4 monster.
Oh, so he can grab one of the monsters in his opponent's turn. He can grab a Guardian with this, actually, and get another interaction, right?
Yeah, that's what he could have, but that's unfortunately not what he decided to go with.
He actually can't summon the souls because it does specifically say level 4.
Yeah, it does say level 4.
So I'm gonna hop into the chat with him really quick and have him go back. So give me one moment. And what table were they for again?
I believe they are table 4, correct. So this is the perfect time. If you guys are not participating in the PPG tournaments that we have going on, there's upwards of 10 every single week that go on. We have the free weekly tournaments every week.
That it was level 4 only. However, he did not read that it could be either player's graveyard from what I'm seeing, meaning he did not grab the Guardian, which would have been really strong.
Yeah, it would have been. But anyway, that's going to be it for game 2. We're going to the big game 3 here in round 5.
Game 3, they still got about 20 minutes left on the clock, so we probably won't see time. However, Red Dragon does get to go first in this game.
Meaning there's a good chance that I'll be able to set up a board that might not be able to be broken.
Yeah, like that game 1 board was disgusting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely think Red Dragon, had he played his hand slightly differently, he would have been in a much better position. That Golden Lord wouldn't have come down on him, and then he would have had the Appaloosa plus still cards in hand to make plays with.
So it looks like Red Dragon actually deferred to go second instead of going first.
Which could have been a play. I mean, we didn't see anything we didn't really see anything on his other than the lightning storms, so we don't know how much he
in the Dark Ruler.
Yeah, but we can assume that he took that Jet Synchron package out into the side in place of better second cards, which either he did or he just didn't draw anything. But he is playing 42 cards, so that's understandable.
This might be a good move here, though, because, like...
Lightning Storm coming down here could bleed for the destruction here. Like, this could be it if a Lightning Storm comes down.
It's not looking like the storm's coming down, so...
No Lightning Storm it looks, but, like, if he interrupts here, he still has an extra card by going second, so he might have a... Oh,
and no! Red Reboot! There's a reason that card's at 1. This game, I think, is...
Just at 1 of.
We might still see a card like DD Crow.
Maybe.
Calm down. We don't know, though, because he did... he assumed his opponent was going second, so it is reasonable to expect those cards to be in the deck. Or in the main deck currently.
But I don't know. This may be...
Yeah,
this may be a quick rise to a Boral Sword for game here.
Yeah, I mean, with that Quadrimir Guardian coming down, he basically can just combo for free as long as he can play without committing Guardian.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, he's going to immediately rank 4 into Gallant, which could be scary. I mean, you might know your opponent's not playing the Nibiru or might just not believe they are or able to send past it. So
he might be putting on better habit, honestly, because he's only got 2 cards that he could possibly have to be able to interrupt. And there's a good chance that it's like an apprentice magician, and it just may not be enough, you know?
I mean, he could just have like a Golden Lord in hand, and he might have just drawn Sanguine or something and held it. Looks like we're gonna see. Nothing coming down. That is a whiff on the researcher. That could be a big problem. I mean, he still gets to go to
Needle Fiber here, yeah.
And then he has the Block Dragon in hand now, so we'll see where it goes from there.
The red reboot got him sitting pretty right now.
Yeah, he a maximum of 2 interruptions, and the likelihood of it only being 1 is extremely high. So honestly, I feel like Red Dragon can just play, you know, and just say, if you've got it, you got it. If you don't, I win here.
Yeah, and I mean, worst case scenario, if he doesn't win here, he's going to set up a board of enough negates that the 4 back row probably won't be able to take care of it, at least not efficiently.
And for sure. Needle Fiber does indeed come down here. Yes, I said Needle Fiber specifically because Matt Fox is in chat. It triggers him when people say Needle Fiber.
Interested why they changed the name. Such hard thing to say. I'm not even gonna try to say it right.
Alky Fibrex. It's Needle Fiber. That's just what it is. It's Needle Fiber. It'll forever be Needle Fiber. And if you think about it, look at how long it took for us to say Norden instead of Noden. Like, it took a long time for people to commit.
Sure.
I remember people used to call Macrocosmos Marcocosmos, and I have no idea why. It's not.
That's just dyslexia.
Yeah, it was a lot of people. I had like multiple events with a lot of people who would call it Marco, and I just don't understand. I never understood it.
Phoenix. So is he gonna try to pop the card he knows, or okay, he's going for the Infirm.
So he knows that's And I mean, in general, you're gonna assume the other 4 sets are gonna be the Eldlitch cards.
Well, he knows what the other one is too, because he set it off the reboot, which is a Conquistador. So there's 2 unknowns now.
And I mean, like I said, we can just assume those are Eldlitch cards.
I would assume.
So why didn't he just try to go for maybe an OTK here? I mean, maybe
I think he still is. Like, genuinely, I think he was just trying to make sure that there wasn't going to be a lot of resource if he does stop him. Because realistically, the Imperm is able to turn off one of his interruptions if he decides to go for an interruption board. But what he can do here is he can try to play. He removes it just in case he does an interruption board if he gets stopped going into the OTK.
So he's can't make a link here because he doesn't have any arrows.
No, but he can go into Rat type.
Yes, you're right. Rat type.
Yeah. So now we get to see what happens now. Hopefully, if he hits an Adamancipator here, it's looking really good for him. And he does hit the Researcher, but I don't think but I don't know that it's going to be enough. Can he summon the Doki Doki off of this, or is it strictly Adamancipator?
Did he already use Researcher effect?
I think he did, but he does. It looks like he does get to get the Doki Doki here.
Yep, and so we know he searched the Doki out, meaning he's going to be able to get to the Seeker, assuming nothing's stopping him. But at this point, I think we just assume there's nothing there.
Yeah, I mean it's looking really good for Red Dragon here, because Block Dragon's again coming down.
Yep, and then we're gonna see.
There's a Guardian just in case. Can pretty much over here now. I think Red Dragon's got this in the bag, guys.
Yeah.
Yep, because he just can make Boral Sword here, summon back his Block Dragon, and call it a game. Reboot's insane. I guess there's a reason it went to 1.
No, there's definitely a reason it went to 1.
Which makes me sad because I really hate trap decks.
Hey. Let's say that's the Frog Master here.
All I'm saying is I don't like playing against monkey decks for 6 rounds or an 8-round tournament, all right?
Hey, there's a lot of skill that goes into it. And here comes the Boral Sword.
You know what the worst is? When you play a deck like Paleo, and then you have to play versus like Draco round 1, and you're like, no one plays this deck.
Yeah, been so many times. A bad look. If you guys watch my vlogs, you see I was playing this. That. How? Why? Who does that?
So it does look like we are going to see a Borreload Savage most likely coming down here. I mean, it's not looking good. Red Dragon has basically sealed this game up at this point.
I mean, I don't see any, like, he shut off all interactions, right? With the red reboot making back row absolutely useless, and then Guardian making monster effects useless as well. So, I mean, it's like, I don't see what do to get out of this at this rate.
And the Savage is going to come down here, I'm assuming, giving him another way to interact, with any monster effects his opponent could possibly have.
Yep,
there
and
he
that's
goes.
going
There's
to be the game.
What a board. Boro Sword and Boro Savage the same. It's a Savage board.
Another negate. That's just, I mean, can you guys imagine just like getting red rebooted into this? Like, it's just, it feels insane.
I would be upset. Like,
oh yeah, for sure. Molding for sure. But that is going to be the end of our round 5 feature match. We have about 10 minutes left in this round. We might be taking a break until the next round starts. But if you guys want to see the final round of day 1, meaning that the next round is going to be the last round for today, meaning everybody at the end of this who is X1 or higher will be moving on to Top Cut tomorrow. So make sure you guys stay tuned to see who is going to squeak in. And we'll be back soon.